Chioma's life continued to change in ways she hadn't expected. The more she focused on herself and her own growth, the more she discovered new passions and interests. She started volunteering at a local community center, helping children with their schoolwork. She found joy in making a difference in others' lives, and it gave her a new sense of purpose. One day, while working at the community center, Chioma met a man named Emeka. He was kind, thoughtful, and had a warm smile that immediately put her at ease. Emeka was a teacher at a nearby school and often visited the center to help out as well. Over time, they became good friends, spending time together after their volunteer work, talking about their lives and sharing their dreams for the future. Emeka admired Chioma's strength and kindness. He could see how much she cared for others and how hard she had worked to rebuild her life. Chioma, in turn, appreciated Emeka's gentle nature and the way he always made her laugh. Their friendship gradually blossomed into something deeper. One evening, after finishing their work at the community center, Emeka asked Chioma if she would like to have dinner with him. It wasn't unusual for them to grab a meal together, but this time, there was something different in the air. Chioma felt a flutter of excitement in her heart, and she agreed. Over dinner, Emeka spoke more openly than he ever had before. Chioma, I've really enjoyed getting to know you these past few months. You're such a special person, and I've found myself thinking about you a lot. I'd like to see where this could go, if you're open to it. Chioma was touched by Emeka's words. Please subscribe to this channel for more interesting African stories. She realized that in the time they had spent together, she had also grown fond of him. She smiled and replied, I'd like that too, Emeka. As they began to date, Chioma felt a renewed sense of hope. Emeka was patient, understanding, and supportive. He respected the journey she had been on and was excited to be part of her future. They shared many happy moments together, and Chioma couldn't help but feel grateful for the second chance at love she had been given. One day, while they were taking a walk in a beautiful park, Emeka turned to Chioma and said, I know we've both had our challenges in the past, but I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. I'm so glad that life brought us together. Chioma looked at Emeka, her heart full of gratitude and joy. I believe that too, Emeka. I'm thankful for every experience that led me to this moment with you. As they walked hand in hand, Chioma knew that she had finally found the happiness she had been searching for. She had learned from her past, and now she was ready to build a future filled with love, trust, and understanding. As Chioma and Emeka's relationship deepened, they spent more time getting to know each other's families and friends. Emeka was welcomed warmly by Chioma's loved ones who could see how happy he made her. Similarly, Chioma became close with Emeka's family, who admired her kindness and strength. One day, while they were visiting Emeka's parents, his mother pulled Chioma aside for a chat. You know, Emeka talks about you all the time, she said with a warm smile. We've never seen him so happy. I can tell you're special to him. Chioma felt her heart swell with emotion. She had never expected to find love again, especially not after what happened with Obioma. But now here she was, surrounded by people who cared for her. and with a man who truly appreciated her for who she was. As the months passed, Emeka and Chioma started talking about their future together. They dreamed of traveling, starting a family, and building a life filled with love and happiness. It was clear that they were both ready to take the next step. One evening, Emeka invited Chioma to a quiet dinner at one of their favorite restaurants. The atmosphere was cozy, with soft music playing in the background. They talked and laughed, enjoying each other's company as they always did. But Chioma noticed that Emeka seemed a bit more thoughtful than usual, almost nervous. After dinner, Emeka suggested they take a walk along the river that ran nearby. The night was cool and clear, with the stars shining brightly overhead. As they walked, Emeka suddenly stopped and turned to face Chioma. Chioma, he began, taking her hands in his. I've been thinking about this moment for a long time. I know we've both had our share of heartache, but I believe those experiences have made us stronger and brought us to where we are now. I love you, Chioma. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Please subscribe to this channel for more interesting African stories. Chioma's breath caught in her throat as Emeka got down on one knee and pulled out a small box. He opened it to reveal a beautiful ring that sparkled in the moonlight. Chioma, will you marry me? Emeka asked, his voice filled with hope and love. Tears welled up in Chioma's eyes as she looked at Emeka, the man who had shown her what true love meant. Without hesitation, she nodded and whispered, "Yes, Emeka, I will marry you." Emeka slipped the ring onto her finger, and they embraced, both overwhelmed with happiness. In that moment, Chioma felt like all the pain and regrets of the past had been washed away, replaced with a future full of love, trust, and endless possibilities. Their wedding was a beautiful celebration filled with family and friends, including Jennifer and Obioma. Chioma felt at peace, knowing that everything had worked out the way it was meant to. She had learned valuable lessons along the way about patience, forgiveness, and the importance of listening to those you love. As Chioma and Emeka danced together at their wedding, surrounded by the people who had supported them, she couldn't help but feel grateful. Grateful for the journey that had brought her to this moment, and for the new beginning she had found with Emeka. Life was full of surprises, she realized. Sometimes things didn't go as planned, but with an open heart and a willingness to grow, even the most difficult challenges could lead to the most beautiful outcomes. Thanks for listening.